Version 13.4.1 is coming, and it contains bug fixes, many balance changes, and even some new quality of life features. Let's get into it. There's been several new sound effects added for SCP-049's abilities, hit marker indicators, and different door states. Changes have been made to muting settings. Muting spectators will no longer mute the pregame lobby and the chat during the round summary. This is because there's now specific options in the settings for muting players in these scenarios. Currently, the only setting that shows in the in-game HUD other than the regular spectator muting buttons is the muting pregame lobby option, which will show up in the pregame lobby. Speaking of the spectator HUD, some role names on the spectator list will now be shortened, mainly affecting the MTF and the Chaos Insurgency. SCP-049-2 instances will now see the enemy marked by SCP-049's Good Sense of the Doctor ability. Lobotomy Bloodlust speed is now maxed out at 5.4 meters a second from the previous 5.17. Consuming a corpse will now instantly give you Bloodlust, allowing you to keep your momentum if you need a quick snack break. This bloodlust will decay after 5 seconds at the normal speed, essentially being like a human leaving your sight. SCP-096 can now be heard from farther away when he is enraging or enraged. SCP-096's docile movement speed has been increased to human walk speed, being 3.9 meters a second versus the previous 3.64. SCP-096's swing attack now deals 60 damage from 85. Non-targets, meaning people who haven't looked at 096, will now take 35 damage from 096's charge from the previous 45. Initial Hume has been reduced to 450 from 600 and Max Hume to 900 from 1200, but the Hume shield getting halved during Rage has been removed. The delay of regaining Hume Shield has been delayed to 15 seconds from 10. Using Try Not to Cry will double your Hume Shield regen speed, but it does not affect the initial delay. SCP-939's base health is increased from 2400 to 2700. Stamina is reduced to 10 seconds from 13. Sprint speed is reduced to 6.8 meters a second from 7. The sound effect mimicry cooldown has been reduced to 3 seconds from 10. Claw attack speed is now 0.8 seconds per swing from 0.6. Active generators will now generate a ripple when they beep. SCP-079 can now instantly travel to a second level area like Warhead Silo or the 049/173 containment area from the map by clicking on this arrow button. And finally, jumping to a different zone via WASD is now disabled by default, but it can be re-enabled in the settings under the 079 tab. There has also been many backend changes and fixes made that I will put on screen now. Overall, my opinions on this patch are pretty positive. All of the zombie changes are good, most of 096's changes are good, I'm a big fan of the cooldown for mimicry being reduced, and being able to go to a room sub-level from the 079 map will be very nice. I'd say this is a good update, and I hope we get more of these little balanced patches in the future. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.